Let's continue our conversation about ecclesiastical Latin consonants. We turn to those that are a little bit less familiar or harder to produce for English speakers. We'll start by looking at Latin's stop or plosive unvoiced consonants. They're called stops or plosives because your tongue stops the air from going out of your mouth, and then the air pushes past the tongue quickly and strongly. They're unvoiced because your vocal cords don't vibrate when you make the sound. In English, most unvoiced stop consonants have a puff of air, that is to say, they're aspirated. K, p, t. In Latin, unvoiced stops don't have that puff of air that goes along with them. They're both unvoiced and unaspirated. G, p, d. English does have unvoiced, unaspirated consonants, but they always come after the letter S. So like score, scat, spit, and stick, as opposed to core, cat, pit, and tick. To learn to pronounce Latin's unvoiced, unaspirated consonants, practice saying these English words and then take the S off. Score, gore, scat, gat, spit, bit, stick, dick. These unvoiced, unaspirated consonants are going to sound a little bit like hard G, B, and D, but there won't be any vocal cord vibration. Don't worry if you're having a hard time getting these unvoiced, unaspirated consonants. Even if you pronounce them with a puff of air, people are still going to know what you're saying. However, if we're being very careful with our Latin pronunciation, there are unvoiced, aspirated consonants. That's when you have an H behind the letter that would normally be unaspirated. K, T. Remember though, in ecclesiastical pronunciation, PH is F, although at one point it did represent P. I, when it represents a consonant, is pronounced like English Y. Yum, iungō. Sometimes this I is spelled as a J. The Latin R is trilled or tapped like in modern Romance languages. This trilled R can be very difficult to pronounce if you're not used to and can take weeks or even months of practice. There is a trick to teach yourself to trill these R's better. Think of saying the words Prince of Prussia, but instead put D's where the R's are. Prince of Prussia, and then gradually trill it more. Prince of Prussia. Again though, this can take weeks or months to get good at, and as you can hear, I still haven't even perfected it. However, once you get the trilled R down, you'll be prepared to be able to speak languages such as Italian, Spanish, Russian, Welsh, and a variety of others that have a trilled R. In English, the L is made with almost the whole tongue at the top of the mouth, ol. However, L in Latin is pronounced with only the tip of the tongue touching near the top of the mouth, l. Stay tuned for the next video where we'll finish our discussion of Latin consonants and of pronunciation in general.